This is one of my favorite quotes and was very inspirational to me when I was moving to Bali. And I want to share it for all of you out there who need a little extra inspiration. And this is a quote by W.H. Murray, and it starts, "Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too," which is what I was talking about earlier. "A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings and material assistance, which no one could have dreamt would have come his way. I learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it." Okay, on average, I don't make so many pieces a year because everything is handmade. There's no casting, no wax molds. Things can't be reproduced over and over again. I start from scratch, and I start with a lump of gold, and all my gold is recycled gold. I don't buy any newly mined gold because they use arsenic and other bad chemicals in the mining. So I try to be as green as possible. And then I buy the stones, and I draw it out, and I give it to my workers here in Bali, and they hand make everything beautifully. Today my jewelry can be found in 2 luxury brand stores in America. One is called Neiman Marcus, and the other one is Saks Fifth Avenue. And people want to know, how did I get into those stores, because they have dozens of inquiries every week from people who make jewelry trying to get in. It's sort of the pinnacle of where you can be as a designer in America. And I have to say, I think part of how I got in was actually prayer. And I did that for intention, or following the tenets of the secret, if you want to look at it that way. But every day in my meditation, I would write down that that's what I wanted. And it took a while. You can't give up. It took several years. But one of the stores came by my booth at a trade show and liked my work, and so I got in that way. And the hardest one, Neiman Marcus, I actually had a client who visited a store in Vail, Colorado, and had read a newspaper article about the story that I just told you about the opal. And they came into this store, and they bought $200,000 worth of jewelry in one shot. And they lived in Dallas, Texas, which is the main headquarters of Neiman Marcus. So they were very good customers of Neiman Marcus. I think they spent $1 million a year in that store. Crazy money. And they went into the fine jewelry department and said, "You need to carry this woman." So they said, "Okay." And that's how I got into Neiman Marcus.
And so from the start of your production until then, how many years did that take to get to those?
From the start of my production until I actually got in was about 15 years. So I've been in the stores for about only 7 years now. Before that, I was in a lot of independent stores, but when I got into Neiman's and Saks, I took the work out of the independent stores and I transferred it over to the other stores. And they're doing very well for me. I'm very happy with them. The total amount of pieces I make a year is between 300 and 400. And I sell about the same amount. So I just keep rotating the pieces through. As I make new pieces, then the stores will have trunk shows for me, and I go around the country doing personal appearances, mostly in the holiday season. So I'm only doing that 4 months a year, and the rest of the time I can be in Bali. Another thing that people want to know about life in Bali is what my day is like, what an average day is like. And I've got it pretty nailed down now to what I love to do. in the beginning, I was working very hard to make my business successful. So I was doing late nights, very late nights, and being a business owner, you work like that. It's not 9 to 5. You're on it all the time. And now, after 21 years in Bali and with my business, I've reached a point where I can sort of take it easy. My day starts with a workout, and then I have a leisurely breakfast, and then I might do some internet business for a couple hours. And then I'll read something. And oh, I forgot to say, actually, my day starts with meditation. And then I do my workout. And I'm finding more and more that I have time to improve my spiritual pursuits, and because that's becoming more and more important as working and making money become less important. Then you can concentrate on the things that really build your soul